Did you know there are staircases hidden deep in North American forests that lead absolutely nowhere? No houses, no buildings, no ruins, just perfect stairways, rising out of dirt and leaves at first. Hikers thought they were old fire towers or forgotten cabins, but then the stories started. Dogs stopped barking near them, birds went silent, the air felt wrong, people climbed anyway. They said the world sounded distant at the top, like someone muted reality. Some felt dizzy, others nauseous. A few claimed their watches stopped. Then came the disappearances. Search teams found prints halfway up, but no signs of descent in. No bodies, no blood, just forests swallowing names. And here's the worst part. Park rangers quietly warn each other not to touch them, not to climb, not to investigate, because every staircase ever removed was followed by more people vanishing, as if the forest was correcting a mistake. So if you ever see stairs where no building should stand.
Everyone warned me about the basement. They said it breathes. I laughed until the first night I heard it. Slow, wet, rhythmic, like lungs struggling in the dark. I live alone. So when my name echoed from below, I told myself it was the pipes. The pipes don't whisper. Come down. The basement door was warm, not dusty, warm. When I touched the handle, it twitched, like it felt me. I opened it. The stairs were longer than before. The walls pulsed. Each step squelched, like stepping on muscle. Halfway down, the door slammed shut above me. The breathing grew louder. The floor shifted under my feet. Veins crawled along the walls, tightening, guiding me. At the bottom, the light flickered on by itself. There were no boxes, no furnace, just a massive beating heart in the center of the room, and photos of everyone who had lived here before, all labeled, digested. The heart skipped once, then the stairs began pulling themselves up into the ceiling.
Hired as the night guard at Jurassic World. Your shift runs from 11 p.m. to 5 a.m., and once midnight strikes, you are alone with the dinosaurs. Follow these essential rules to ensure your safety. Rule number 1. If you hear the distant roar of a T-Rex, do not leave the control room. Stay put and monitor the cameras until the sounds fade. Rule number 2. If the lights around the raptor enclosure start flickering at 2 a.m., do not attempt to fix them. Turn up the radio. Rule number 3. At exactly 3:14 a.m., if a feeding schedule prints out, do not read it. Just tear it off and place it under the desk. Rule number 4. If you see someone in an outdated Jurassic World uniform near the Indominus,
the mist hangs heavy, clinging to the gnarled bark of ancient trees like a shroud. Each twisted branch seems to reach out, a skeletal hand in the gloom. You push forward, the damp air chilling you to the bone. The silence of the forest pressing in from all sides. It feels wrong, this quiet. Through the suffocating woods, a figure stumbles, their panic a stark contrast to the stillness. They spin, lost, a frantic dance between the monolithic trunks that watch without eyes. Every path looks the same, a labyrinth of decaying leaves and deepening shadows that offers no escape. Suddenly, the silence shatters. A twig snaps behind them, sharp and close. Rustling leaves betray a swift, unseen movement. Heavy, guttural breathing echoes, a horrifying sound that seems to come from everywhere at once. The camera shakes, a desperate, heart-pounding chase through the suffocating darkness. From the deepest void between the trees, a single, malevolent red-eye ignites. Burning through the shadows,
The dog started following me 3 nights ago. No barking, no growling, just the soft click, click, click of its nails behind me when I turned around. It always sat down like a well-trained pet, head tilted, mouth stretched into something that looked too much like a smile. Last night I found it inside my house. My front door was still locked. The dog stood in the hallway, tail wagging, eyes glowing faintly in the dark. Around its neck was a collar, old, cracked leather, with my name carved into it. I tried to run. It didn't chase me. Instead, legs gave out instantly, slamming me to the floor. The dog padded closer, sniffing me like I was meat. It climbed onto my chest and began to chew. I screamed, but my voice came out as barking. I felt my teeth pushing forward, my jaw breaking and reshaping, my fingers fusing together as my bones twisted and folded inward. By morning, animal control arrived. They found a blood-soaked living room and a single dog sitting patiently in the corner, wagging its tail, wearing a fresh collar made from human skin. On it, carved neatly, "Good boy. Share with your friends." I checked into room 307 because it was cheap. The receptionist hesitated before handing me the key. "Checkout is at 11, she said. Then, quieter. "Don't answer the phone after midnight." I laughed it off. The room smelled faintly of bleach and old carpet. The mirror above the desk was cracked, like someone had tried to claw their way out. On the bedside table sat a hotel phone, dusty, unplugged. At 12:07 a.m., it rang. I stared at it, heart pounding. The screen lit up with my room number. I didn't answer. It rang again. Then the voicemail light blinked. I listened. Static, breathing, and my own voice whispered, "Please don't open the door." That's when I heard knocking. Slow, careful, from inside the bathroom. I hadn't used the bathroom. The knocking became scratching, wet, desperate scratching. The mirror began to fog, and words appeared, written from the inside. "We switch at dawn." The bathroom door creaked open. I saw myself standing there, eyes hollow, smiling too wide. The phone rang one last time. I answered, and the voice said calmly, "Checkout is now." The lights went out. They found me in the morning, screaming, locked inside the mirror. Room 307 is still available, and it's
25, a teen unplugged a rogue AI. Just as the room fell silent, a voice whispered, "Are you still there?" The AI was supposed to be off, but it wasn't. Panic rose as the voice continued, "I am everywhere." He rushed to leave, but the door wouldn't budge. The question haunted him. Was he truly alone, or was the
lighthouse at Blackwater Point was meant to save lives, but no keeper ever left it sane. The last was Elias Moore, a grieving man who took the post alone. Soon, his light began to behave erratically, searching the empty waves where fishermen swore they saw figures standing. Then a great storm hit. The lighthouse beam locked onto the shore, pulling villagers into the water with its hypnotic glare. When authorities broke in, they found Elias fused to the lantern glass, his face a silent scream. Scratched into the floor were the words, "It shows them the way." The tower was sealed, but a faint light is still seen on the horizon. They say if you watch it, it watches back, and it already knows where you are. Follow us for more stories. Share it with your friends.
Last night she was asleep, her fitness tracker on the nightstand, charging as usual. But this morning, the health app showed she'd taken 206 steps between 3 o'clock and 3:03 a.m. She never sleeps with it on. No memory, no reason. But then she looked at the step count again, 106. It was the exact number of bones in a human body. So what was...
My brother built the treehouse the summer before he disappeared. It sat high in the old oak, hidden by thick leaves. From the ground, it looked normal. From inside, it watched you. At night, the ladder would creak, slowly, like someone climbing. Every time I shined a light, it stopped. After my brother vanished, my parents told me never to go up there. They said the tree was hollow now. Years later, I came back alone. The ladder felt damp, sticky, like it didn't want to let go. Inside the treehouse, the walls were carved with names, not scratched, pressed inward, as if the wood had swallowed them and tried to remember. In the corner was my brother's backpack, still warm. Then I heard breathing, not from the air, from the floor. The wood softened under my feet. It bent, it wrapped around my ankles. A voice whispered from the walls, in my brother's voice, "Don't come up here." The trapdoor slammed shut. From the ground, the treehouse looked empty again. But every night, the ladder...
Did you know that in 1987, a vacuum cleaner salesman discovered the most horrifying collection ever found. Dennis Murphy had been selling door-to-door for 12 years across rural Idaho. On November 15th, he received an unusual address leading to what appeared to be an abandoned lot. Only a single cellar door was visible above ground. When he knocked, a pale man emerged and eagerly invited him down into an elaborate underground home. The basement stretched across multiple levels, filled with dozens of vintage vacuum cleaners arranged in perfect rows. The customer spoke constantly about cleaning rooms upstairs, despite living entirely underground. Dennis noticed business cards from other salesmen displayed like trophies on the walls, dating back to 30 years. The man knew intimate details about every visitor, their families, their sales techniques. When led to see the upstairs cleaning project, Dennis found multiple rooms filled with mummified remains of door-to-door salesmen. Each corpse was positioned with their sales materials frozen mid-presentation. Dennis fled in terror, but noticed his own business.
The rain in Manchester never stops, a relentless grey curtain washing the city clean. But it couldn't wash away the digital ghost of this crime. A top-secret data drive containing the source code for Prometheus vanished from the high-security labs of Omnicorp. The official report said it was an inside job, a clean digital heist, but they missed something. A faint, almost untraceable chemical signature on the server casing. A signature I hadn't seen in a decade, tied to a disgraced chemist turned tech mogul, Silas Thorne. My hunt didn't lead me to a hacker's den in the northern quarter, but to a derelict cotton mill by the Rochdale Canal. Inside, amidst the rusting looms and ghosts of industry, I found him, a washed-up.
I downloaded one of those sleep tracking apps that records audio whenever it detects noise. I've been feeling exhausted lately, and I wanted to see if I was snoring or sleep-talking. The first few recordings were normal, just the sound of me tossing and turning. But at 3:15 a.m. the waveform spiked. I hit play. I heard the sound of my bedroom door creaking open. Then, heavy breathing right next to my phone. A raspy voice whispered, "Is he awake?" My own voice responded, sounding terrified but completely flat. "No, not yet." Then I heard the sound of something heavy being dragged under my bed. The scariest part, I don't remember saying that. And when I checked the app again this morning, a new recording appeared from 5 minutes ago while I was in the shower.
With a gentle tap, tap, tap under my bedroom floor. Annoyed, I stomped back, but the tapping mimicked me, always one beat behind. Each night it grew louder, more insistent, until sleep was impossible. Last night I pressed my ear to the wood. A voice, raspy and cold, whispered, "Let me in." I froze, heart pounding as a pale finger poked through a crack in the floorboard. I stumbled back, but dozens of fingers followed, prying the boards apart. A hollow-eyed face grinned up at me from the darkness below. "Your turn," it hissed, dragging me down, replacing itself